I live in Lucadia, about 20 miles directly downwind from San Onofre. That was supposed to get a chuckle. And I'm a registered professional nuclear engineer. I recently retired after 40 years at General Atomics, working on a wide variety of advanced nuclear systems. I never worked on San Onofre or for Southern Cal Edison, and I've never gotten any funding from them, and I'm not getting any funding for attending this meeting, which is something you get used to pretty quick when you retire. Of the American Nuclear Society, which is the professional technical association for people working on all aspects of nuclear energy. And our members include people throughout Southern California. Members of our local section include people throughout Southern California, including folks working at San Onofre. My remarks today are my personal points of view and do not necessarily represent positions of the American Nuclear Society. We are here to discuss the NRC's current regulatory oversight status of songs. I hope this is an opportunity for folks to ask the questions that are bugging them and to get answers for those questions. I have interacted with members of the Nuclear Regulatory Commission during my career, and I've always found them to be technically skilled, extremely conscientious, and critical. Something.
Seriously?
So Ken, will you tell us how you do that?
And I found them to be extremely critical of all data and conclusions that are given to them. In my interactions with the NRC folks on the advanced reactors that I worked on, I always found them very interested in new designs with improved safety characteristics, and they always encouraged their investigation. I have no doubt that the NRC staff are applying the same skills and dedication to their oversight at San Onofre. I do have a concern about what NRC is up to with regard to San Onofre. The local press has hinted or suggested that the NRC expects this review will be a long review. I'm just concerned that we make sure that the duration and intensity of the review is consistent with the level of risk involved. The San Onofre steam generators are clearly important pieces of equipment. They're very expensive. They appear to have been incorrectly designed and to be wearing out prematurely. Now, everything in a nuclear power plant has to be investigated from a safety perspective. Steam generators do not appear to me to be a serious safety issue. Based on the results from the steam generator tube failure in Unit 3, even if all of the steam generator tubings that are affected by this current premature wear problem were to fail simultaneously, the radiation released to a person standing at the worst place on the site boundary for the full duration of the accident would result in a radiation dose of less than 1 microsievert. Low doses of radiation are a natural part of our environment. Life on Earth evolved in a constant presence of low-level radiation. So every year, each of us living in Southern California receives something like 3,000 microsieverts of radiation from cosmic rays, radioactive materials in the Earth, from our food, from various medical and dental x-rays. If we live at a higher elevation, say going to Denver, we'd expect to get an additional 3,000 microsieverts from the fact that it's higher in the sky and there's less shielding. There's also lots of minerals in the granite that provide natural radiation in the mountainous area. If we fly a lot, we might get an additional 2,000 microsieverts a year from radiation, again, flying up above the protection of the atmosphere. So that extra 1 microsievert from a steam generator accident would be like spending 1 day a month, or pardon me, 1 day in that year in Denver, or like taking 1 airplane flight. I don't see these as serious safety issues. Further, there is a growing scientific evidence that low levels of radiation are not only not harmful, but are actually beneficial in terms of stimulating the body's cellular repair systems. There are suggestions we should not be alarmed at additional radiation doses up to 100,000 microsieverts. So again, I don't see the steam jammer problem as a serious safety issue. I urge the NRC to get on with their review.
Okay.